you know, Eamon, we're talking about Deschamps and like he, after the first game, he went real attacking. Dembele was in and all that sort of thing, and Giroud wasn't in the team. But since that, and they sort of fell over the line beating Australia. But since then, it's, well, up until today, it's been kind of more pragmatic France.
Yes.
Like the Belgians didn't like the French style of play in the semi-final, and it's fair enough to do that when you lose. But the team has evolved and grown.
It does, and I don't think a coach can factor in the degree to which a player will grow in a match like that. You just have a guess and you have a hope that Pogba, no one could envisage him performing as he did today, I don't think. Mbappe, you feel they can grow, but you don't know until today. I mean, sometimes a game, I'd be interested in Didi and Liam's opinion, sometimes a game can change a player's mentality, his confidence, give him more. Because he's been through the crucible of that 90 minutes, and this is the biggest of them all. So I think that can make a man never be the same again and be a better player. I don't know what Liam and Didi think. Didi's been there.
Didi?
Yeah, I'm sure he can. Well, I think confidence has never been a problem with Pogba.
But I'd say at times in the season, and again, like he was criticised in this room, he was criticised all over the world by many people.
He was dropped by Manchester United a number of times.
In the key games, wasn't it against Sevilla in the Champions League? Like his confidence must have been on the floor.
100%, but there was a reason for it, because if a manager belittles players in public, it doesn't do no good. And
Did he belittle them though?
Well, I think he belittled. I think Mourinho belittled other players, maybe not Pogba, but I don't think he ever had that reassurance, the confidence Deschamps gave him. If you've got a player like him, I think on the outside he's a very confident man. Yeah. I think on the inside, I think it might be quite the opposite. I think he's a player who needs an arm around his shoulder, and this is where we talk about modern day management. It's not only what you say, it's how you say it. And you've got to approach these guys. You just read a list of these 14 or 15 players who are not there. They're not there for a reason. Yeah, either you buy into the philosophy of the manager, and I give you my trust, and I give you my confidence, and I give you reassurance that you're part of this team, or you don't. If you're not, then you're not in the team. If you are, you've got all my confidence and all my reassurances. And I think that's what Deschamps did. You know, some of these players, they sacrificed, as I said, some of their own individual brilliance for the team. And to an extent where you say, well, actually they're not that good to watch, but what they are, they're functional and they're successful. And if everybody puts the team ahead of themselves, he would have said them before the start of the tournament, we could be World Cup winners. Now they are.
Yeah. And like, well, okay, just to come back with Pogba, Liam, you know, like he's a World Cup winner now. Whatever else he does in his football career, that can never be taken away.
Are we now a scorer in a World Cup final?
Are we now talking about him as a world-class talent, a world-class player?
If he plays consistently like he's done this World Cup,
so it's too soon now.
No, if he plays, well, let's see what he goes on in the season. He's obviously happy in the environment, in the French environment there, and you've got to give Didier Deschamps, what a wonderful thing to do, to go around and say well done to all the Croatian players. It's not about him. He's a humble guy, Didier Deschamps, but he's very decisive. He took Kante off early in that second half. Kante looked a little bit lost, and he put Nzonzi on, and Nzonzi came on and made a huge difference. He held that midfield together. So he's not frightened to make the big calls. He's not frightened to leave those guys at home. So he's got the best out of Paul Pogba without any doubt, you know.
I'm someone who said on air here, I think, certainly everywhere else I could get a chance to say it, that I couldn't envisage Paul Pogba with a World Cup winner's medal because he'd been so disappointing at Manchester United. But there you go. Managed and coached by Deschamps, and in that group of players, which again you have to go back to, where he's comfortable and respected, and where he respects the values, he's responded to that. Manchester United going there as the most expensive player in European history, that's such pressure. Now that pressure is off him. Let's hope now Mourinho can foster and create team spirit at Manchester United that allows that young man to flourish. Because no one wants to say Paul Pogba's no good. Everyone wants to see the Paul Pogba of today, including me and everyone who loves football. And I think he's grown visibly. In the 7 games it's taken them to get to the final, he's made a massive contribution to this final and winning the World Cup with France. That's a life changer. It's a game changer for him, I hope.
Yeah. Will he be in your team of the tournament, though, when we get to talk about that in a little while?
Dini's changing it as we speak.
It's too late for that.
Is it too late? Oh, we can have late editions. There can be a change at the 11th hour.